All right. So, is Michael Penitentiary a real evangelical? That's the request I got. So let's see. Is he a real one or is this photo op? Because he's been preaching the same message for a very long time. I think he's a real one, unfortunately. But let us see. It's a reversed card in here. Turn it right side up. Michael Penitentiary. Are you a real evangelical? I feel something very sneaky about that question, though. Tower isn't his outcome. His very first card is the world. It's a completion. And Three of Wands, so there's a plan of some sort. And then it involves the world. So this is the evangelical's job, is to go into all the world and preach the gospel. So get off your hind horse or hind parts and go into all the world. That is his job. Truth and clarity, spread the gospel. Well, let's see. What else has we got? Yeah, let's see. Well, so his plan, well, no, not his plan. His responsibility as a person who calls himself Christian. Like I said in a past video, I never thought take thy Lord's name in vain or don't take the Lord's name in vain. I never thought that to mean, and I still don't, to mean don't say Jesus Christ in the place of a swear word. What that means to me, as in take someone's name, as in marriage, as in call yourself a part of this whoever, don't call yourself a Christian in vain. Don't call yourself a Christian and don't live a Christian life. So he has the responsibility to go into all the world and spread the gospel, right? That's not what he has done. This is the immaturity. This is the, which would be nice if it was out of the mouth of babes type of thing. But no, this is the rambunctious one. The one who doesn't have the information that he needs. Thus, this is sometimes like the spy card, the person who goes to seek that information. And then this is that sort of underhandedness. And I think what happens, what I know what happens is they believe their message is pure because they call themselves Christian. So they believe themselves to have the right message because they call themselves Christian. But what they do is they take the message, they pervert it, and then they go spread the wrong type of thing. So you see like the traveling person here, they go from town to town, leaving behind garbage. Repent, for you'll go to hell if you don't. But they never start with themselves. Anyway, that's a whole rant. I'm not going down that road. So there's strength, though, in the message of hope and healing with the Queen of Cups there, but I don't think he quite has it. As you can see, his outcome card is the Tower. Now, we are also going to look at religion in here, so because I have another reading that I have to do regarding them that I'll actually do here. We'll just do it here. Burden. That's the fear. Now, this is also a traveling person trying to get to heaven. But he has the wrong idea, because this is not a person whose burden is light. He's approaching it the wrong way. That's his hopes. To be the mercenary, to be the person to go out into all the world. Dishonor is in his environment, spreading the wrong message. God did not send you here, Mike Pence, to bash gay people. That's not what he would do. You didn't see Jesus doing that, so why are you here doing that? So dishonor is in your environment, Queen of Pentacles. This is my Earth card, so this is my America card. You spread the wrong message. I've always said the biggest or the greatest, I guess, not enemy, but the one who does the most damage to religion is religious people. Because the world sees you as this, as the dishonorable one. That's how they see you. Dishonor. Because you went in and you spread the wrong message. You think you're doing the right thing, but your burden is not light. That is your warning. At some point, you're going to have to restore this hope and this healing that God was said to bring. But you're not doing that. Instead, you have the moping and the sadness and disappointment, not by you, but by those you taught. This is why, in the end, this is time, it will all come crumbling down. A bolt from heaven to bring down the tower. You're not doing the right thing. Is he a real evangelical? He is a Christian in name only. You cannot be a Christian, and this is just me being judgmental. You cannot be a Christian if you do not have Christian-like deeds. If you can stand before someone who is gay, before someone who has had an abortion, and then make them feel like the worst person that has ever existed, you are not a Christian. Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Look that up. He didn't judge her. Go forth and sin no more, he said. So, religion. Topic of conversation. So now we have in Arizona a wedding venue that refused to make wedding invitations for these two women who were getting married. So, let's see what's going on in this situation here. So we have the loss. We have the loss, and not just loss, but this is like doom. The owl in there. It's a symbol of death and doom, but knowledge. Confusion, 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords, so we're trapped and bound. The High Priestess, the inner knowledge, and the Nine of Wands. So here we go again with this. This is my religion, and I don't want to do this. So the Emperor, and they went to court, and they have won. High Priestess, the Hierophant. So the courts stand up for religion. Knight of Pentacles, that's the fear, reliability. Queen of Swords, that is a law, so they hope the law was on their side, and it was. The Star, so future, justice, it was all on their side. Queen of Cups, however, my God card is your warning. Defending. The courts help you do that. And there's a unity around the law. So you two were together. The courts were in tandem with you, hand in hand, while you discriminated. So there was no point, or you were not going to lose this case. Now, it may have been an injustice, yes. But here's what I wanted to know, really. Have Christians, I'm not talking about anybody else, I'm just talking about them. Have Christians done damage to God and his reputation? Not religion, because religion is already in the tank. We know that. Like, people are moving away from religion in droves. But now we're talking about God. How 23% of this country is agnostic or atheist. That didn't come from nowhere. So have they done damage to the Almighty? Is there going to be more of a greater population of those who don't believe in religion, period? Or God. Let me say God. I'm not talking about religion. Religion is crap. I don't even believe in religion. God. Because if our example of God's love, Hierophant on the bottom, is these people who refuse to make wedding cakes and refuse to do wedding invitations and who constantly turn around and preach to everyone except themselves, if that's the only example we ever get of what God is, then who wants that? King of Wands. That's where we start. The Hangman. So those in charge bring about a new outlook. Balance. Knight of Wands, the World, the Moon, Ten of Swords. I think there will still be the most dangerous part of this will come in the subconscious. Because it will make those believe, or who already believe, doubt. And so they will start to question, and then they'll move further and further away. There are people who start off religious who end up agnostic. And the more this message is brought to the world, the greater the propensity is for people to just leave it behind altogether. The moon is your subconscious. Here in the subconscious, there is going to be a pulling away. That's the fear. Ten of Wands. Ace of Cups, the Chariot. Yeah. Walking away from the Magician. So, as time goes on, more and more will turn away from not just religion, but God too. This is what happens. Every time. So, the future of religion. There's the lovers, so someone will still be involved. 10 of Cups, happy family. Ace of Wands, new action. The Empress, new life, and the Emperor, authority. So once you get new leaders, 8 of Swords, 7 of Cups, the Devil, 4 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. You have to change the leadership. Not only do you have to change it, it has to be more inclusive. It has to look like the rest of the world. Which means you need brown priests. You need gay preachers. You need female archdioceses. You need these types of things in order to get them into your buildings. If you don't, you don't have to. Tradition and all. But the younger your audience is, the more they are distracted. And they get younger every day. Generation Z and X and 10 and all these different types of things will leave religion where they found it, in a book.